Okay, guys, we are ready. We are back for a little mini episode. If you came from TikTok, we just announced that we're doing a little bit of a bigger video over here when it comes to Wayfair and the Wayfair sex trafficking scandal. We can't talk about it in depth over there, so we're going to talk about it here. And there is a lot of detail with this. How we present videos is we share the details and then the predictions. So just so you guys are in the know. But before we get into the scandal, I want to talk a little bit about me. My name is Liz Mott. I am a psychic medium. I've been doing mediumship and psychic readings for closer to 25 years now. I am one half of the Freaked Out podcast. Obviously, Landon is not here today. He will join us on special episodes, and we'll see him every once in a while. We've also been doing this podcast for nearly 3 years. In January, it'll be 3 years, and we're trying to change it all over to YouTube and let go of the podcast. So that is what our hope is to transition over here. So we're going to take our exclusive content from the podcast and put it in the exclusive content here. In order to listen to them, I think you have to become a member. Subscribers are different. Subscribers are just followers, but members, you actually pay like a fee to watch videos. Anyways, enough about that. Let's get into Wayfair. So here we go. So back in 2020, Wayfair had skyrocketed because they were a new company. It was 2020, COVID time. Of course, anything and everyone associated with online shopping was going to get bigger. Amazon too. Now, there is speculation that Wayfair was actually using like shipping containers for heavily priced items that were $12,000 to $15,000, where they would give these couches or cabinets these random names. And people were thinking that that's like a code name for the kids that had been sex trafficked. And I get why people think that, because I wouldn't be surprised if that's happening in the world. This conspiracy to me is not that far-fetched. They even called this conspiracy the Wayfair Gate. I do not believe that Wayfair is in fact involved in the sex trafficking side of things. But if I'm going to be totally honest, I don't believe that they're not someone who may get involved later. It's very possible. It's almost like we planted the seeds, and I think people may eventually try to take advantage. Not just necessarily Wayfair, but other companies too. Shein, Temu, you name it. I also see that alongside of Shein, Temu, Wish, Wayfair, all of these online only companies, that they are definitely employing children, and not a lot of money, like 5-10 cents. And that's maybe an hour, maybe a day, I don't know. They do this to cut the costs. Like, the costs are already going to be cut if you go to another country. The cost is even more significantly cut if it's children. I see these little kids like as young as 5 years old working in factories and making items and not even complaining about it and accepting the 5 to 10 cents that they get. Again, I don't believe this is Wayfair, but what I can say about Shein and Temu specifically is that I believe that these two companies do have let's say, an alliance with somebody associated with sex trafficking, more so to get a cheaper shipping option, where if these people, the big corporate people, come into the factory and they see what they like, they can swoop up those kids no problem. There are a lot of children that are unaccounted for in many different countries, and I believe Shein and Temu, even Wish, and a few other companies are doing this, and it's pretty scary. I remember there was a conspiracy going around about Shein with the clothes and how on the labels there were things that were being said like, help me, help me. So I do believe that some people were faking that, but I believe that there is, in fact, maybe 1 or 2 kids that did that and tried to get people's help. And I think that these kids are no longer here anymore because of that. I also would be careful. I am someone who gets a lot of stuff online. Amazon, Shein specifically got this shirt from Shein. I think that there's going to be another company very similar to Temu. I keep feeling another S name, maybe Shandals, but it sounds like it rhymes with sandals. Anyways, I feel like this company is also going to be kind of very similar to Temu. And when it comes forward, at first they're going to give us products, and then I see that the company will be bought out. I see a fraudulent company like taking over and then like stealing credit card information. Like I know a lot of people have protection on their credit cards, and if money goes missing, but it's going to make the credit card companies like do something big. It's going to be bad. But anyways, this company is going to go down and crazy, and they might even pull Shein or Temu along with them. And when it comes to shipping children through big corporations, that is definitely happening. I don't know which company exactly yet, but I'm getting close. There are cereal companies, there are clothing companies, there's even companies maybe within Amazon that are doing things like this. But I have to look into it a little deeper, and when we do, we will talk about it here because it is hella important to talk about. But anyways, guys, that's what I have on the Wayfair scandal conspiracies. If you have any other questions about it, please drop them in the comment section and we'll talk about it. Please remember to stay freaked out.